Hello, friends. I wasn't able to get the other stream to work, so hopefully this will still reach a few of you. I wanted to start just by taking a moment to ground and catch our breath together. So, take a moment to feel your feet on the floor if you can, feel your seat, feel your spine growing long and tall. And allow yourself the opportunity to fill your lungs. We are living in a very intense time right now, and it's important to take a moment to slow and breathe and be here in the here and now. I wanted to talk with you today about this wild virus and how everything is changing around us so rapidly, and yet what an opportunity there is. It's so strange. First of all, let me just tell you where I am. I'm at home in Seattle, and I want to share that it's a beautiful, sunny, blustery day. My chickens are squawking in the yard. My garden has greens that have survived the winter. Everything is starting to bud. It's really lovely to see that nature's continuing regardless of whether or not I can go to an event or hang out with my friends. That gives me a real sense of joy, and I'm happy about that. And yet, it's been a really hard couple weeks, not just for me, but for a number of people. I've been working on the Cascadia Psychedelic Community Conference, and me and my co-producers have really been juggling about how to continue the event, to make the decision to cancel the live event, to figure out ways that we could make it online and yet still hold our values of community and connection. And I'm really excited that it sounds like we've found a way to do that, to reach possibly even more people and to still find a way to make connections across this digital space. I'm hoping that we can also find ways to connect in this digital time. So yes, there are so many legitimate challenges out there. Hoax or no, I don't believe it's a hoax, obviously, but I know some people in the world are still thinking there's a lot of hype and all that. Regardless of what your orientation is around your belief behind what's going on with the virus, the reality is our landscape has changed very much in a very short period of time. And it's not likely to go back to what we thought it was, at least not anytime soon. And so some challenges, of course, are how to find ways to function in this environment, especially in situations of social isolation or decreased travel or decreased opportunities to connect and all of that. So I share a number of those challenges, and as a nurse myself, I have a number of friends who are on the front lines working really, really hard right now. Bless you all. I think about you all the time and just hope that you are taking good care of yourselves. And I'm also a sister of a teacher, and her school is closed now. I just think about her and all of the children whose lives she touched and all of her coworkers touched, and how those families might really be struggling now that they're having to care for their kids, especially in these lower socioeconomic families that might not have the same resources to work from home that some of us already have. So I've been thinking about those challenges, and also thinking about some older people that I love and care about that are self-quarantining and being very careful about getting out in the world. And I just imagine how much loneliness there can be in the world right now. And so I'm not really sure how to help. And so in this way, I'm just trying to offer my own help and support. One of the things that I'm noticing is how much our own fear is up right now. And It may be fear of death for ourselves or our other loved ones or other situations, or it could just simply be fear of others, maybe hoarding, maybe fear of not having enough resources or scarcity or the economy changing. And I just want to share that all of that is future tripping. you know, it's smart to think these things through, and yet at the same time, we don't really know how things are going to turn out. And to me, rather than being at the mercy of how things might turn out, I'd like to think of this idea of surfing or skiing. How might we ride this and see the obstacles that are coming ahead, and yet find this beautiful flow and creative way of heading in a direction that gives us a lot of joy still. So what opportunities are here? One thing that I'm noticing and that I've had other clients share with me is this is a beautiful opportunity to address that question of what don't I have time for? So many of us have said, I'd love to have a meditation practice, but I just don't have time, or I'd love to have more opportunities to cook food at home, but I just don't have time, or I'd love to find ways to do yoga daily, or I'd like to find more discipline in my day, but I just don't have time to make all this happen. So, wow, everything is now slowing down, and in this opportunity of slowing down, how do we now create time and space to address some of these things? And the reason these things are important is because they help us nourish ourselves deeply and care for ourselves and care for one another deeply. In that nourished place, we can then be more nimble, we can then be more wise and thoughtful about our appropriate steps. Everyone knows when we're coming from a place of fear and fight or flight, we just can't think clearly the way that we would in a more grounded, open place. So, just some suggestions from my own personal experience of working at home for a while and coaching from home. One thing that's super helpful for me is to have structure. Even if I'm not leaving the house to go to a job or doing those things, but to have a real solid schedule that I'm trying to meet every day and meeting those goals. It's so easy for time to slip away, and we've all experienced this, especially those of us that have been in snowstorms where at first it's just kind of this free-for-all, do whatever you want, and then after time passes, it's like everything gets so loose and lost. It's really hard to navigate those situations. So if you're working from home, I strongly recommend developing a structure for your day that you honor as if you are going to work. And make sure that it includes time for nourishment, both food-wise, but also going outside. It's okay to take a walk around the block right now, you guys. Go outside, do some stretching, get away from the screens, listen to music, dance, enjoy yourself as much as you can, and give yourself some space to play, please. Those are some of the ways that we can get out of this fear body. The other thing that I think is really important is it's helpful to have some form of accountability. That's where I come in as a coach with my clients. Is I'm an accountability buddy. I can be someone that asks them to continue, let me know how things are going, but then also to find out why things might not be working. And this certainly doesn't come from a place of critique. It comes from a place of discovery and curiosity. Like, well, this isn't working, but how could we make it so it did work? What else might be helpful? So please find ways to get accountability in your life. Find a friend that's willing to support you. I'm happy to work with you, of course. I'm sure there's sources for that. I also want to speak to my healthcare provider friends, nurses, nurse practitioners, doctors, naturopaths, all those folk, body workers of all kinds. For those of you that are on the front lines right now, I've been hearing a lot of you saying that your compassion bucket is getting empty. And when I hear that, oh my gosh, it just brings tears to my eyes, because I know how much we give as nurses on the front lines and healthcare workers on the front lines. And I just want you to know that I'm here for you. If you need an ear of any kind, if you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need help in just kind of making sense of all of this, please reach out to me. I would be honored to support you in any way that I can. Yeah, I know that it's a lot, and the systems that we have in place don't really encourage our healthcare providers to do the self-care that we need in order to keep our compassion and even our own wellness at the forefront. We are at a time, not only for healthcare workers, but for everybody, that we're really confronting our own mortality and our own mental health and wellness. So let's find ways to connect and support each other here. For those of you that do other types of hands-on care and aren't able to right now, massage therapists or physical instructors or acupuncture, all of those things, please let me know how we can support you. If there's some way that you are seeing clients, are there ways that we could get creative and help you get the support that you need? I'd love to refer people as much as I can to people that need some help in any way. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm going to talk a little bit more over the next few days, just hopefully creating a space for us to chat more and talk about what's up for us. I might also spend a few days talking about what I offer. I'm really interested in finding ways that we can support each other in these new formats and still find ways to find a new normal. So that being said, I'm going to go head out to the beautiful garden today, maybe put some more seeds in the earth, harvest some greens perhaps, and find ways to make my space a place of comfort and joy. Maybe enjoy cooking a really good meal. Also watch the debates tonight if you want to. Anyway, please reach out if you're interested in coming to our conference, which is going to be on the line, and $35 for a ticket for tons of incredible speakers. The website is cascadiapsychedelic.com, and you can find out more there. And if you have any interest in working with me, or even just talking, even if you just want to get on a Zoom call and chat, no charge, just go to my website. My business name is Guardian at the Gateway. My website is guardinggateways.com, as in like, I'm guarding the sacred portals, the gateway. So I'd love to take time to talk with you during this week, and take good care. Enjoy washing your hands. All right, talk to you later, friends.